I don't know what it is about like the iPad generation, but they literally take mobile gaming more seriously than everything ever. One time I was babysitting this kid and I let him play on my phone to play Minecraft just so like he would be distracted, I'm not gonna lie. Next thing I know, he's so upset that he's trying to destroy my phone. I thought it would make a good video for y'all, so sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Nice racking her ass Brazilian. Just turned 21, but my bank's a million.
Alright, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. Here is yesterday's comment of the day. And as I said in the intro, we're going to be talking about a Minecraft kid. Y'all love these story times. It was a bit since I've done one, but I was looking through and I couldn't believe I hadn't told this one before. One day, my mom comes home from work and she's like, hey, this lady who's a little bit higher up than me at the company needs a babysitter. And I said, you would be interested. They're going to pay you blank an hour. And it was a pretty solid number. And I didn't love babysitting, but at the time I was like dirt broke. I was in high school, so I was trying to get money any way necessary. So I go over there and his mom's like, yeah, he's pretty chill. He'll probably just watch TV. We'll be back at around 8 p.m. And the entire time that his mom is there and explaining this stuff to me, this guy is acting like an absolute saint, bro. He had the manners of Alfred from Batman, acting like a legitimate butler. You would have thought he went to one of those like boarding schools where they tell you what forks to use when. He was just truthfully acting like the best behaved person I'd ever seen in my entire life. And so his mom says he should be good, and I believe her because he's acting like a saint, and she leaves. And the second that his mom steps out of the door, you would have thought that this kid's head started spinning 360 degrees like he was possessed by a demon from The Exorcist. He turns into Satan. He's just chaotic. He's running around. He's like trying to break things. At one point, I caught him trying to light stuff on fire in the backyard with a lighter he had found on the street. He's just being chaotic. And normally when I would like babysit people, it would be my relatives or the kids on my street or whatever. And it would be relatively chill. Like it wasn't like I was actually having to follow someone around and make sure that they wouldn't burn their house down. But he's making me earn my hourly salary. Now I understood why they had offered so much an hour. It's because no one would be dumb enough to take it for anything less. So after I catch him trying to light some stuff on fire, I'm like, look, bro, let's just go inside. Like, I don't know, we'll figure out something to do. And he mentions that he really, really likes playing Minecraft. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Maybe if you have YouTube on your TV, we can watch people play Minecraft. And he's like, that's the greatest idea of all time. So we go in and I turn on some Captain Sparkles or whatever. Like that was the time period we're in. And he just gets sucked into watching Minecraft. And after that video ends, he looks at me and does something that every little kid does and starts being like, hey, can I have your phone to play games? Do you have Minecraft on your phone? Do you have Minecraft on your phone? Do you have Minecraft on your phone? And Minecraft Pocket Edition was out, so I was like, yeah, I do have Minecraft on my phone, but I don't know if I really want you to play on my phone. Because, and I made up something about how, like, I didn't know if his mom would like that. Truthfully, I just didn't really want to give the kid my phone. I don't really like giving people my phone, but I especially hate when I let my little cousins borrow my phone and I get it back and it's just a mess. Or like, whatever, you give them the phone to play Minecraft, next thing you know, they're like deleting pictures off your camera roll. You're like, what is going on? They're just chaotic. So I said, oh, I don't know if your mom would want you. And he literally goes to his room and comes down with this like contract thing that his mom had signed that as long as his grades are good, he's allowed to play Minecraft on her phone. I was not expecting that. I'm not gonna pretend that I saw that coming. He was playing chess, I was playing checkers. He outsmarted me on that one. But he was also starting to get really, like, annoying again. He was starting to say, fine, I'll just go in the backyard and play, and I don't know what that meant. I don't know if that's another fire. I don't know if he's going to pick up a stick and start trying to play real Minecraft. So I reluctantly said, fine, okay, Satan, you can play Minecraft on my phone. As long as it gets whatever is happening here to, like, calm down and you stop trying to light things on fire, I'm game. So I give him my phone and he immediately runs. There's like multiple couches to the couch furthest away, which I don't care. At this point, if you're going to be focused on Minecraft, that's fine with me. So I go and sit on the other couch, and I could not believe how focused this guy was on Minecraft. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought someone gave him something to make him insanely focused. He was so off in his own dimension that I started testing to see if he was paying any attention and just like saying stuff out loud that was really stupid. I'm literally sitting there saying that, like, I can speak Elvish and I know the Keebler elves and they showed me their cookie recipes. Nothing. Not even looking up for a second, for 0.1 seconds. He was so focused on Minecraft, I'm not gonna lie. Someone probably could have, like, come into the house, stole everything around them, decided that they wanted to come back for the couch, have their friends lift up the couch, put it in the moving truck, and then put the kid back in the house while he's playing Minecraft, and he wouldn't notice. His parents would come home and be like, hey, where'd everything go? Oh, I don't know, I'm playing Minecraft. He's off in his own dimension, and I decide that I'm just going to watch some TV. I think at this point my job here is done. He'll just play Minecraft till the cows come home, so we're vibing. And I'm watching TV. I can't even remember what I was watching, just some garbage. I was just like mindlessly watching, wishing that I could be on my phone. And he stands up and he says, hey, I'll be right back. And he starts to walk out of the room with my phone. And I just wasn't too sure about that. I liked my phone. I had to pay for my phone, so I wasn't about to let someone just take it out of the room. On top of that, like, this kid had literally started trying to light things on fire. Who knew what he was going to do to my phone? So I said, you can, like, go get a drink, go get water, do whatever you got to do, but you can't take my phone. Just leave it here while you go do it, and when you come back, you can play it again, but, like, just leave my phone here. You don't need to take it. And he says that he was just going to run to the garage to grab a water bottle. And against my better judgment, I said, fine, just take it. Thinking it's going to be 15 seconds. How long does it take you to go to the garage and grab a water bottle? Not a very long time, I would say. So he leaves and he has my phone. And I just didn't think that he would be crazy enough to do anything stupid to my phone in the garage. On top of that, he didn't seem mad. The calmness was impressive. He was doing some Brad Pitt levels of acting, trying to make sure I didn't even think that he was mad at the game, but I said, all right, go for it. And that was my mistake. I 100% should not have let him take my phone. I didn't realize that he had the capacity to, like, pretend he wasn't mad to the point where he could let my phone get taken out of the room. But whatever, he goes to the garage and I keep watching TV. And I'm a little bit confused because it's taking him a really long time to just grab a water bottle. And that was because he wasn't grabbing a water bottle. Gasp. Apparently, he had gotten mad at the game and decided to take that anger out on my phone. And I start hearing banging from the garage, like doof, doof, doof. Almost like someone was knocking on the garage door, but with a baseball bat. It sounds really loud, and I'm a little bit concerned because I am supposed to be babysitting, so I go over to the garage door, and as I'm getting near the garage door, the sound's getting louder, so evidently whatever's making this sound is like on the other side of the garage door. And I open the door, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen that meme of Donald Glover walking into the room where like everything's on fire and everything's chaotic, and he's just got the pizza and he's shocked. That's really how I felt in this moment. I walk into the room and my phone, or should I say what's left of my phone, is on the ground and he's just smacking it with a hammer. And I don't know who had taught this kid to use a hammer, bro, but apparently Thor had done it because this guy was smacking the crap out of my phone. And the noise had been going for a while, and it's very evident from the second I step out there that my phone's done. It's done. The hammer is now like in my phone. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, the back, it was one of those old ones that had like the metal around the back is like dented outwards. It's not looking that great. And so I look at him and I angrily am like, what are you doing? I'm not screaming at him because my phone's broken. I don't know. I was so mad. I wasn't even mad. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone at all. And he says that the game just wasn't really as fun as it was looking on YouTube, so he didn't want to play it anymore. And so I ask him, like, so you decided to destroy it with a hammer? And he just looks at me and says nothing. Because, yeah, the logic makes no sense. You were watching a game on YouTube. You get fooled. You start playing the game. It's not as fun as it was on YouTube. Okay, you got a lot of options here. You can either keep playing, see if it gets more fun, get off the game, or, I don't know, maybe destroy the device. But one of these is really stupid. You get a game for Christmas on your Xbox, you don't like it, so you just take your Xbox and throw it in the bathtub. Like, that's the level of stupidity we had reached. And don't get it twisted, I was insanely mad, but I'm so mad I had become zen again. Like, I literally had just gotten to this point where I wasn't screaming, I wasn't mad, I was just like, oh, trust me, man, your parents are gonna get me a new phone. Like, you're gonna get in trouble when your parents get home, don't worry about it. And I didn't really say that, I just picked up my broken phone and went inside. And I go and I sit on the couch, and you could just tell that this kid had no clue what I was thinking, because he kept being like, are you mad? Are you mad? Are you mad? And after asking me like 30 times, I looked at him and said, I don't know, would you be mad if someone destroyed your phone? And he said, yeah, I probably would be mad. And I said, yeah, that's why I'm going to tell your parents and they're going to get me a new phone. And as soon as I said that I was going to tell his parents, he starts freaking out. Well, why are you having to tell my parents? I don't get it. Why do you have to do that? Why do you have to tell my parents? And I look at him and I'm like, dude, you destroyed my phone. I don't have money for a new phone. You broke it. You don't have money for a new phone. So I've got to tell your parents because I need a phone. And he's like, yeah, but breaking a phone's not that big of a deal. You can just buy another one. You don't need to tell my parents. Like, you don't have to do that. There's no reason for you to have to do that. Oh, there's no reason for me to have to do that. You know what there was definitely no reason to have to do? Go destroy my phone. But looks like you went ahead and did that anyways. So whatever. Usually I would feel a little bit bad, but you went into the garage and destroyed my phone with a hammer, bro. Like, I don't feel bad about telling your parents. Plus, I'm your babysitter. You can't be doing that to the person that's supposed to be, like, watching you, right? I don't know. 911, what's your emergency? Yeah, the kid I'm trying to babysit is chasing me with a hammer saying that I'm not fun enough. What should I do? And they're like, wait, hold on. Wait, what? Either way, he's arguing with me, trying to tell me that there's no reason for me to tell his parents. And I'm not like yelling back. I'm just very calmly saying, I'm going to tell your parents, bro. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much you argue. It doesn't matter how much you tell me that I shouldn't tell them. I'm going to tell them because I need to get my phone fixed. And his parents come home and they're like, how was he? And he's gone. He's upstairs. He did not want to be here for when they got home. I didn't tell him to go upstairs. He just wasn't there. And I say, well, everything was great other than this. And I show them my phone and they're like, what happened? So I tell them the story, and you would think they might a little bit go like, well, why was he so angry? But they don't even question me. They say, oh yeah, he does that sometimes. He does that sometimes? Like, he's done this before? You guys have had your phones destroyed by hammers and you still let him play on your phone? Oh yeah, every now and then he takes electronic devices and goes and breaks things. Like, that would have been sick to have a heads up about. I would have never given him my phone. A warning would have been very, very helpful. But whatever, I'm like, yeah, I don't really have money for a new phone. And they say, yeah, of course, don't worry about it. The dad goes upstairs, comes back with like this wad of cash that was enough for a phone. He gives it to me and says, all right, well, that should cover a new phone. And they were very apologetic and they gave me the money for the phone. So I was like, all right, thank you. I'm going to go now. I wasn't really trying to stick around. But that's when the parents started to bug me too, because I'm on my way out. And you know what they had the nerve to ask me, guys? You know what they really thought was going to be a reasonable question? They said, well, when can you work again? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, you know, I'm sure he had fun with you as a babysitter, so when can you babysit him again? And I looked at them like they had three heads, because that might have been the stupidest, craziest thing that I'd ever heard in my life. Your kid destroyed my phone with a hammer because he was mad at Minecraft. If you think that I ever want to do this job again, well then you are out of your mind. I don't think you would want to either. Could you imagine, dude? Like, even if it wasn't my phone, I feel like if I walked outside and he was in the garage decapitating a stuffed animal with a hammer, I would still not be interested in babysitting him again. So I said I would think about it just because it was awkward in the moment, and I left. And sure enough, they literally would like text me and ask me if I could babysit, and I just always ignored it. And my mom would be like, why don't you want to babysit again? And one day I finally told her, like, he destroyed my phone, I had to go buy a new one, and I just didn't tell her for a little bit because it was someone above her at work. I didn't want there to be any awkwardness, but as soon as I told her that, she was like, yeah, no, you don't ever have to babysit that kid again, don't worry about it. So watch out for those Minecraft kids. If you're going to let someone play on your phone, don't let them destroy it with a hammer. Don't make the same mistakes I did. I've got some other Minecraft kid stories that were sent in to me, but like not long enough for their own video, so I figured I'd throw them together. But if you like the first one, you should press the like button and comment Minecraft down below. I'd appreciate it. So this one's like hilarious and sad. This guy shows up to Easter and he has this cousin who doesn't have the greatest parents, you know, like technically it's his aunt and uncle, but they don't really do a whole lot of parenting. The iPad does a lot of the parenting, which is not the kid's fault, but it's made the kid kind of out of touch with reality. But he shows up to Easter, and his cousin has one of those, like, foam Minecraft pickaxes, and he's running around hitting everything, saying that, like, he's gonna collect resources. Whatever, it's harmless, just little kid over in imagination land. He doesn't really say much about it. And they're out in the backyard, and their grandma's a little bit older, and she's had some mobility issues, so she's in a wheelchair at this point. And they're just kind of standing around, and the subscriber who sent this to me is talking to his grandma, trying to have a normal conversation, and his cousin is like hitting the trees with his pickaxe, being ecstatic that he got a little bit of oak instead of pine or whatever. There's so much new in Minecraft these days. But he's hyped, he's playing Minecraft in his little mind, and he's talking to his grandma, and all of the sudden, his cousin runs up with the pickaxe and smacks his grandma with the pickaxe. And his grandma's like, oh, and he jumps between his cousin and his grandma and is like, what's wrong with you? Why would you hit grandma with your pickaxe? Like, why would you do that? And he says, I want the iron from her chair. Bro, homie was really out here about to break and destroy grandma's wheelchair so he could have gotten a little bit of iron for an upgraded pickaxe. That is absolutely ruthless. Gonna make grandma crawl everywhere. Seriously though, he starts trying to explain to his cousin that he can't do that. You can't just walk around smacking people with pickaxes, especially old people, and especially old people in wheelchairs. But his cousin is having none of it, saying that, like, yeah, but the wheelchair has iron and he needs iron, and he's really confused. So he starts double checking with his cousin, like, you know it's not real, right? And his cousin is like, yeah, it is. If I break grandma's wheelchair, then I get the iron and I can upgrade my tools. And he's like, yeah, no, that's not how it works, though. And the kid starts arguing with him, saying that that is how it works. Trust me, he has a stone pickaxe so he can break iron. And he's like, yeah, but that's not how it works. That's foam. And we're not in Minecraft. You can't just like punch a tree hard enough to get wood from it. That's not how it works. I mean, I guess technically if you punched a tree hard enough, you would have splinters in your hands. You would have gained a little bit of wood. But, like, let's be honest here, it's not the smartest way to go about it. And this kid is just arguing with his cousin, and his cousin starts to give up, so he says, all right, we'll just go that way. His cousin starts walking the other direction, gets like 4 steps away, turns around, starts running back like some crazed axe-wielding maniac, saying he wants to get the wheelchair, and smacks the side of the wheelchair. And now his grandma's pissed off, and she starts yelling at him, saying that he needs to knock it off and, like, doesn't know what he's doing. And his parents come over, and they start arguing with the subscriber and his grandma, saying that there's no need to, like, pull him out of his imagination and creativity. And it's one thing if, like, you walk up to a little kid who's coloring something not inside the lines and you start screaming at them that they have to color inside the lines, you're nuts. But I don't think it's destroying their creativity to tell them that they shouldn't hit people and that Minecraft is not real life. Like, that's not destroying creativity, that's just preparing him for reality. What are you gonna do if you let him get to like 23, 24 years old and he still thinks that Minecraft is real life? No, don't worry, Mom. I don't need to go get a job. One day I'm gonna hit a huge vein of diamonds and we'll all be rich. He's in the backyard trying to dig holes deep enough to like actually collect minerals from. I just feel like it's a bad idea to actually let someone think that video games are reality. Anyways, this argument breaks out and more people from the family start coming over and getting involved because it's loud and it's like a family party. And so everyone starts listening to what happened, and of course everyone's on grandma's side. Like, how could you not be? She's just trying to mind her business. The kid starts walking up, smacking her with a foam pickaxe. When they try to explain he shouldn't do it, he does it again because he wants to get the iron from her wheelchair. On what planet are you going to listen to that and go, hey, Grandma, give it up, okay? We all know you've been faking it. What in the Franklin Delano Roosevelt do you take us for? A bunch of suckers? Like, come on, obviously you're not going to be on Minecraft Kid's side, but Minecraft Kid's parents start getting insanely upset, accusing everyone in the family of, like, crapping on his creativity and trying to ruin his life. And they're all saying, no, we don't mind. Like, when he was playing Minecraft before, it's all chill. You just can't smack people with the pickaxe, and at a certain point, you kind of need to let him know that reality is reality. You shouldn't keep letting him live in delusion. And they get so mad that they leave, and on the way out, they say that they're never going to talk to people that aren't supportive again, and how this family is just a bunch of losers that hates them. Mad out of pocket for literally no reason, but I don't know. I hope Grandma's okay. She was okay. I just could never imagine, not that I have kids, but imagine having kids and then watching them like attack an old lady in a wheelchair and going, no, my kid's in the right in this situation. Under any circumstances, how could you even have that thought? So this next one probably should have been harmless, but Minecraft Kid's gonna be Minecraft Kids and start trying to correct everyone on how the real world works based on some game physics. Could you imagine, dude? They're like building a house. I just want it to overhang off this cliff. How are we gonna do that? There's no support beams, like there's nowhere to put them. Listen, buddy, I've played my fair share of Minecraft, and I'm pretty confident you're gonna be able to get it done. They're like, your house will literally fall off the cliff. No, it wouldn't. How would that happen, dude? How? Gravity. Oh, you mean that thing that's made up? Dude, just turn on creative mode and you can build it mad easy. Either way, he's at this barbecue, and this Minecraft Kid was being a little bit annoying, but not really hurting anyone. It wasn't like it was any big deal. There was no reason for him to even care that much. It was just a little kid being a little kid, you know? But they start eating, and they had some wings, and the wings happen to be bone-in wings. So everyone's eating, and everyone gets done, and the kid starts walking around picking up the bones from people's plates. And so the person who sent this to me is like, hey, what are you doing? Just because kind of bizarre, who knows? And he starts telling this guy that he's going to go give them to the dog so that way it would be tamed and it would love him. And for those of you that don't know, giving chicken bones to a dog will probably choke it. Like, you just shouldn't do that. It's a big no-no. Like, you should not give dogs chicken bones. But obviously this little kid doesn't know that. He's not going to start screaming at him. So he starts trying to explain to the kid that, well, you can't do that because chicken bones will hurt the dog. It'll choke them. And the kid gets really pissed off and is like, no, it won't, dude. Are you a moron? And he says, no, I'm not a moron. I'm just telling you, like, you can't give that to the dogs. And he says, well, you don't know what you're talking about, and I'm going to do what I want. So he walks over to the kid's parents and kind of explains the situation, and they're like, oh, yeah, we'll go handle it. So they walk over to him and start explaining the exact same thing, which was, you can't give dogs chicken bones or it could kill them, and we don't want the dogs to die. It sounds very simple. In my mind, the logic is very easy to track. You like dog dead, sad, no dog dead, benefit. It's a simple algebraic equation here. But he starts arguing with his parents, saying that he's seen it in Minecraft, that if you give bones to a dog, it'll like you, and then it'll have to follow you everywhere. So then, not only are they having to re-explain that it'll kill the dogs, but they're also saying that someone already owns that dog, so he can't just take it, even if that was how it worked. Like, he would steal someone's dog. And he starts saying yes, like completely, yes, I would do that. And now everyone's just kind of weirded out, because imagine you invite someone to your house, and even though he's a little kid, he's just openly saying that he would steal from you, you know, and he's like gonna give chicken bones to your dog. So whatever, everyone just kind of brushes it off as like little kids doing little kids things, and they start going back to the barbecue, but everyone's got it in the back of their mind. And a few minutes later, they look over, and he's just kind of like acting suspicious by the dog, so his parents go over there, and sure enough, he's trying to sneak chicken bones to the dogs. So the parents, being at least good parents, start yelling at him, saying that he can't do that, and they can't believe that he would still do that after everything that was explained. But he starts arguing back, saying that he knows what he's doing, and there's no reason that he shouldn't be able to give the bones to the dogs to tame them. And at this point, it's becoming such a scene that they decide to leave, which is also probably for the best, because I just wouldn't be that chill if, you know, someone was trying to walk around and feed my dog chicken bones. And the entire time that they're leaving, he doesn't stop arguing with them, saying that they're dumb for not understanding how the game works. This is why you shouldn't let an iPad raise your kids, bro. Like, it's obvious to all of us what reality is. But if you don't even know what reality is, bro, you're just gonna get way too into the iPad games. They're just gonna wake up one day and be like, Fallout is real life, mother. The nuclear bombs have fallen. I want to set the world on fire. He leaves the barbecue, though. The dogs were safe, but everyone started talking about how weird that was. And another guy is like, yeah, well, it's that Minecraft, man. Those kids just get way too into that game. And I love that even the boomers were sitting around and like, yep, that Minecraft makes people want to feed the dog chicken bones. And I've got one more, but this one's actually a positive Minecraft kid story. You know, I feel like I dunk on them enough that I've got to give them some credit. They've gotten me enough views this year, so this one's a good one. This guy has a younger brother who is spending a lot of time on the iPad. I feel like that's common these days. Not great, but it is common. And he's been playing a ton of Minecraft, and he watches videos and plays Minecraft all day. That's really all he does. He doesn't really talk a lot to the rest of the family. He doesn't really talk to his brother a whole lot, and so he's been trying to talk to his little brother more. Build a little bit of that brotherly relationship, you know, why not be nice to your brother? What do you lose by being nice to your brother? So trying to start a conversation with him one day, he says, hey, will you show me your Minecraft world? I know you've been spending a lot of time on it. Will you just go ahead and show me? I think it would be cool. And his brother looks at him, and he's not annoyed, but he's kind of like, yeah, I'll show you, but you gotta promise not to be weird when I show you. And he's kind of confused by that. What's going on in this Minecraft world that's gonna make him be weird? But he loads it up and he shows him. And honestly, he's flabbergasted because his brother was apparently some type of little architect engineer. This kid had been spending all this time in Minecraft building these insane buildings. And he was honest. He was like, yeah, I follow the blueprints that I find on YouTube, but I'm talking about 60, 70,000 block structures, you know, mega projects, Taj Mahal buildings. And he said he just turns on YouTube and builds stuff. And his brother is only 6, 7 years old. So he was just kind of blown away. Not only because, you know, building stuff in Minecraft isn't complicated, but the follow through is hard. But the amount of time that it would take, the dedication. When I was 7 years old, I would go out in the backyard and be like, today I'm going to learn karate. I would punch one bush and be like, all right, I've learned karate. Went back inside. The amount of stupid dreams I had when I was a little kid that I immediately gave up on when they became any hard work at all. There's a lot of them. I feel like everybody kind of goes through those phases when they're little. So having the patience and follow through to build all these insane buildings and make this insane world, he was actually pretty impressed by it. So he starts talking to his brother about it and he's like, oh, so do you like doing this stuff? And his brother starts explaining that he enjoys it because he's going to be a structural engineer one day and build buildings. And his brother is really young, so he starts asking where he learned that. And he said he started looking up these Minecraft how to build videos. And over time, YouTube just started recommending him mega projects, all these different type of things about engineering. And so he really liked it. And so I'm not saying Minecraft is going to make this guy an engineer. I don't think that any day he's going to be standing there on top of a dam that he designed in Minecraft I built this. But it's just nuts that he discovered that he likes building things and creating things, and YouTube kind of put him on this rabbit hole to where he wants to be an engineer one day. That's some good type of influencing. If people start watching social media and they decide that they want to be Jake Paul, I wouldn't say that's anything fantastic. We could all agree on that. But hey, if somebody's just going to spend time building big structures in Minecraft and then wanting to be an engineer, that's pretty harmless in my opinion. I still don't know if it's fantastic to let him be living on the iPad though. You might want to get that under control. I understand it's cool he's building all these awesome buildings. I'm not saying you should crap all over that, but maybe the whole he doesn't talk to anyone in the family thing because he's too busy playing Minecraft on the iPad is not the greatest thing ever. But as far as it goes, compared to most of the Minecraft kid stories that get sent into me, this kid is a saint in comparison. I mean, look at this. He didn't destroy a phone with a hammer. He didn't attack a lady in a wheelchair. And as weird as that sounds, we have to give him a W compared to most of them, you know? I don't think most Minecraft kids would attack someone in a wheelchair, by the way. These are obviously extreme examples. Oh, why are all the Minecraft kids in these stories so crazy? People don't send in to me really normal people, oh, this guy was quietly playing Minecraft on the bus. And even if they did, you think I'm tossing that in a video? All right, guys, this next story time is about a Minecraft player who's on the honor roll. Like, who's gonna want to watch that? Let's be honest. But on that note, guys, I think that will do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, I'd appreciate y'all taking a second to press the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. If you don't know what to comment, just go ahead and comment the word Minecraft. If you like these story times, but you'd rather listen to just the audio, I do post it on Spotify. Link to that down below. And there also is a link to the intro song down below. Feel free to check that out as well. And if you missed that old reaction content I used to do, I've been doing a podcast over on my third channel, Scrub A, called Ryan's Rants. Feel free to check that out too. So, yeah, on that note, I think that's everything I got to plug. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. And hopefully, I will see each and every single one of you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.